Good life easy, baby. We're back.
Again.
Good life easy.
Rahul. we're
Now
back.
what is going
We're
on?
back with the billionaire talk
Again?
again.
These guys again.
Relentless.
Dude,
they don't
they're
stop.
everywhere, bro. They're everywhere. Sometimes you think that isn't it a bit weird that you're not hearing about Jeff Bezos, you're not hearing about Elon Musk, and then suddenly they just pop up in the news.
Bro, I thought never stop hearing news about them.
What are you
I
saying?
think they've taken over news.
So the news of them taking over each other with their net worth is boring.
Well, but that's the news.
That's the only news, right?
It's one billionaire, bad boy
Correct.
billionaire, which is
Correct.
Bill Gates. He's
Correct.
taken over the vaccine news,
Yeah.
and then these guys, Elon and Jeff,
The number one spot?
have taken over the
Number one spot. Yeah.
news. You know, okay,
Yeah,
who's competing
Yeah.
with
See,
each
Jeff was in the news for his divorce. So he was the bad boy.
other? Oh yeah,
You know, the most expensive divorce in recent history.
yeah.
You know?
And then Bill came and said, "Okay,
And then
I'm gonna take this cake,
yeah.
baby."
And then this fucking Elon started talking about crypto. Went mad, crazy, came on SNL and shit. And now what are we discussing?
The war of relevance. No. So Jeff Bezos is planning a trip to space and back.
All right.
Yes, sir. So he's going on July 20th.
It's Friday. Turn up, baby.
So he's going on July 20th.
I think July 20th is the anniversary date of the moon landing. If
Yeah?
I'm not mistaken, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they will plan it like that.
Some shit like that, you know.
I have no doubts about that. That they would plan it alongside some of those dates.
Mm-hmm.
So July 20th, he's planning to go to space. He's going on the first manned trip from Blue Origin.
Damn.
He's taking his brother along with him.
Yes. So I heard.
And so what do you think about it?
So firstly, it's we've done these podcasts in the past also where we've discussed about the space to race, the race to space.
Correct.
You know. So who are the three billionaires trying to get there first? You know, it's Richard Branson with Virgin Galactic.
Correct.
Then you have Elon Musk with SpaceX, and now you have Jeff Bezos with
Blue Origin.
So now it makes sense as to why he actually resigned, right?
Mm-hmm.
From Amazon. It's now starting to make sense because now his priorities,
His resignation is on 5th.
yeah, and then he can fly, right? July 20th is when he ventures off into space or whatever for a few minutes. I think it's 100 kilometers into
60 miles, yeah, 100
planet Earth,
kilometers.
yeah, and a few minutes you spend in the orbit where you feel weightless. You get that whole weightless effect for 6-7 minutes or whatever.
Weightless effect is for few seconds.
Few seconds or whatever, you know. But that's when bro, if you're going to space, you're going to feel that.
Yeah.
That's the only reason you go to feel or you go to... What's the first thing?
Selfies, no?
No, bro. Flat Earth or no? My first thing I'm going to look at
Alright.
is these motherfuckers wasted my time. Now tell me one thing. Is the Earth flat or is it a fucking globe?
Alright.
That's the first thing you want to see, bro.
True that.
You know? So yeah, so all in all, I believe it's a billionaires trying to flex.
Flex.
You know, you have your Virgin Galactic, you have your SpaceX, I have my Blue Origin. I'm going first. I reached there before you.
And I think
It's an ego battle.
a big part of this is an ego battle because whether you like it or you don't, Elon Musk has been absolutely relevant when it comes to space. When you think about space, the name that comes to your mind is Elon Musk. He's taken over that.
Always.
He's taken over that conversation.
Always.
Right?
Always.
Him wanting to go to Mars, him wanting to put satellites to give you internet.
Correct.
Him wanting to promote space tourism out of orbit, not just the edge of the Earth.
So is SpaceX the ones who want to create those reusable rockets, right? That's SpaceX.
That's SpaceX,
Blue Origin, right?
Virgin Galactic, all of them.
Everyone. Reusable rockets.
Reusable rockets because it's affordable.
Correct. Makes sense.
So now that Jeff Bezos is doing this, obviously his rhetoric is what? That I have achieved everything in my life and it was my dream since I was 5 years old to go to space.
Everybody's...
Now he's going to space
Correct.
in a 6-seater.
Damn.
Every seat has a big window. You know, I don't know if they serve booze and food.
I'm sure they do. You got billionaires on deck. Fool.
So I don't know if there's
You got
space.
billionaires. Of course, you're going to
for the-
fucking have a drink in space.
And I think it's
bro.
an automated flight. But I'm sure they'll have a pilot or whatever. But it's an automated one.
So his resignation is what I want to talk about, right? His resignation came across hard to me because the way he put it across is that I'm Jeff Bezos. I've built Amazon. I've taken Amazon to heights where no other company has been able to take it. You know, no Alibaba, no e-commerce platform. I took over the game, you know, and now it's time for me to leave. It's time for me to depart. It's time for me to resign. I don't want to be known only for Amazon. When you think of Steve Jobs, what do you think of?
Microsoft.
You know?
Vaccines.
Yes. No, Steve Jobs is Apple.
Oh, sorry.
Yes,
sorry,
yes.
Sorry.
That's our guy Bill.
Sorry.
Bill Gates is
Bill
Microsoft,
Gates. Yeah.
right? I believe that Jeff Bezos does not want to be known for only Amazon. He wants to be known for Blue Origin.
True.
He wants to be known for his other ventures, his other hobbies.
I think he said also that I want to concentrate on my space ventures.
Yes. So that's what he's trying to do now, and I think that apparently he's been funded. He's been pumping in $1 billion into Blue Origin since 2002.
He spent over $7.5 billion on this of his own money.
Now that's fuck you money.
Yeah, that's
You know,
fuck you
That's
money.
fuck you money. I got the money, motherfucker.
Take off money.
Yes. I'm taking my brother with me.
So yeah. And people have signed a petition saying that if he goes out of the orbit, he should not be allowed
Who
back.
the fuck are these guys?
Yeah, 1 lakh people have come and signed this petition.
Losers.
That billionaires, if they leave the orbit, they should not be able to
For
come
what?
back.
For what?
No, I think
Is
they're
it
just
tax related?
No, it's just attention whoring, bro.
It's
You know?
attention whoring.
What else? Like, who gives a fuck, firstly, about your petition? Nobody's reading it. Nobody gives a fuck. It's just another fucking article in the news.
It's just publicity.
And now what happens is that there are so many outlets for news.
Correct.
That everything becomes news.
Yeah, correct.
Right?
Correct.
Like, this doesn't deserve to be news that 1 lakh people.
It does not make sense.
Yeah.
It just absolutely makes no sense.
Just 1 lakh people have signed a petition for a billionaire. If he goes out of space, he should not be able to come back into the Earth's orbit. Like, that makes no sense.
No sense.
Like, what, he doesn't deserve it?
And you're talking about the fucking wealthiest guy on the planet?
Yeah, but, and what sense? Like, what is the logic?
No, it's just hating.
Just
You know,
hating.
it's just hating.
Just hating.
That's it. It's we are in the hate era, brother.
Why do
you know-
why do we hate rich people?
Why do we hate everything? Brother, think about it. We are just in an era right now where people are just negative and hating.
Yeah, bro.
You know, just hating.
Yeah.
When was the last time anybody appreciated you? brother?
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
No. You know, people will first look at your negatives,
Yeah.
then they'll look at your positives. So fuck them.
And I don't understand that. What is the reason to hate? Just
Correct.
because he's a billionaire, just
Correct.
because he has this wealth, you know.
But isn't that the reason to hate?
But why? Why is that the reason to hate? Is my question.
Hmm.
Like, Elon Musk has said it time and time again that I'm going to sell all my houses, all my
Correct.
assets.
Which he did
Which he did
today.
because. So people don't say that he's doing this because he has so much, or he's doing it
So-
for the money.
So what I feel, right, is that there's this heavy, controversy or whatever the fuck that's going on, is that these billionaires don't pay taxes, right? They hardly pay taxes. You compare it to the wealth that they have.
Yeah.
They're not paying a lot of taxes because a way of saving tax is by accepting your payments in stock.
Yeah.
So when you accept your payments in stock, you don't have to pay tax unless you sell stock.
But that's
So a lot of people are now
Yeah.
in America, there's a debate going on that why are billionaires not paying taxes? You know? In fact, they say Jeff Bezos is actually making money of child tax. So in America, if you have a child, you get $2,000 from the government. Right? So they're comparing it that Jeff Bezos basically, I think in 2018, 2019 paid $0. But he got $6,000 back from the government.
But the thing is, if it was only
But is that his
young
fault
boy
or the
Jeff-
government's fault?
if it was only Jeff, I would even say that fuck it, it's not fair. But this is a very common practice done by every company.
Yeah, but that's the
Every
government's
company.
fault, not
I'm
their
saying
fault.
not even $1 billion company.
Exactly.
Any company with any money who has the capacity to save tax, they save tax. Today, even you
Exactly.
and me are shown an opportunity to save tax. We
You
take that
save tax.
opportunity up.
Yeah.
You know, we go that route.
Yeah.
That's why we have
Exactly.
CAs advising us what is the best way forward with your wealth.
Spend your money, don't give the tax out.
Yeah.
You know?
Be wise.
Reduce your profits.
Exactly.
Purchase assets. You know, stuff like that.
Why do we do all
so
that?
I believe that this is strongly linked to that. Because this has been trending since a while.
No, I don't think.
Billionaires are not paying taxes. Why are billionaires not paying taxes?
No, bro, that's just news on and off. That's been the case since day one. You know, when it comes to every big major corporation, even in India, the same talk was with the Ambanis. You know, so this is there since the beginning. I think.
So what do you think is the purpose of 1 lakh people?
No, they are
signing
losers.
a petition?
I don't want to talk about those losers, bro. What I want to say
Fuck
is,
them. You know, fuck these fucking
fuck
guys.
the petition, bro. Fuck the petition. What I want to say is, assuming, okay, see now when a billionaire goes to space, you know, it's not going to be for a joyride. We are
Correct.
obviously going to be skeptical and think
Correct.
of it as a conspiracy theory
Correct.
towards something, right?
Ah, that this guy is going to take
कुछ-
over
मतलब
planets.
क्या planning क्या है?
हाँ, ये किधर जा रहा है?
वो क्या सोच
ये
रहा है?
Amazon 150 बिलियन कंपनी छोड़ के स्पेस क्यों जा रहा है?
Space क्यों जा रहा है?
You know? What's his agenda?
So I'll tell you the agenda according to my conspiracy
Shoot.
theory. So I believe that how there was the space wars between USSR and America, you know, Russia versus America. Who's going to go to the moon first?
Are you
right?
talking about a privatized space station to be built, fam?
Is the private space war.
Oh,
Elon,
shit.
SpaceX, or Blue Origin and Jeff Bezos. Who's going to go?
So basically, you just told Richard Branson a big fuck you. That guy's been like struggling since
See,
2000.
You know what? When I see Richard Branson, I see like.
You see women in
No,
the red. In the you see hot air hostesses.
I see him going to space for a joyride.
Acha.
Right? When
Not looking at it as from a business aspect, not like a takeover situation.
not like a takeover, bro. What when I see Elon and Jeff, now I see that they want to reach the space first to find out who dominates it first, right? So as we know, in any industry, early adoption, the people who adopt early make the highest profits in that time,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
So
Big facts.
I think it's the war to dominate space first.
Space, yeah.
It's again to change your mindset. When you think about space, you just don't think about NASA and Elon Musk, because right now that's what everybody thinks about.
Or aliens.
You think no? I'm just saying when you think about going to space, the future of space, the
Okay.
technology,
Okay, yes,
in terms of humans in space, you think about Elon Musk.
Elon
and you
Musk.
think about NASA,
Always.
right? Now he wants to change that thought process. He wants to bring Blue Origin. He wants to bring himself in the conversation.
Correct.
And I
And
think
so be it, dude. Why not?
no, of course.
Why
of course,
not?
Of
He's
course.
going
So-
to I have a feeling that Blue Origin is now going to be known to, like, not a lot of people know about Blue Origin. It's
That's-
not a name
Exactly.
that is well marketed and well advertised like how SpaceX is.
Exactly.
So I believe that Jeff Bezos is such an alpha dog that he now has taken it on himself. And I'm going to take Blue Origin to the next level like I did with Amazon.
Correct.
You know?
And just think about it. Like Elon, you know, he's when you see him as an internet kid.
Yeah.
In a way, right?
Yes,
Like
yes,
one
yes,
second.
yes.
Amazon is an internet venture which has become big, no doubt about
Yeah.
that. But I'm saying internet kid in terms of like Instagram and Twitter and all of that. You know?
You're talking about Elon, like Kanye, SNL,
Relatability.
crypto,
Exactly.
Dogecoin, to the moon.
Exactly.
You know, the flamethrower.
So he's absolutely relatable.
Yes,
you know, he's made himself as the hero entrepreneur.
Correct.
You know, every young
No,
kid wants to be him.
He's the real Iron Man.
Yeah, he's a real
Right, he's
Iron
a real
Man.
Iron Man.
Yeah. And so he has this image out that he's super intelligent. Like he's only designed the SpaceX ka rocket. You know, he's only fucking manning the missions. He's only doing everything.
Don't
So
forget
now-
about that fucking chip shit that he's
And,
building.
and as you said, that Blue Origin ka nobody knows about it, right? Like SpaceX, majority of the people don't know what they do.
Correct, but they
right?
know the word
But they know the
SpaceX.
name.
Yes.
They know the branding. They know the man behind it.
Yes.
Whereas nobody knows anything about Blue
Blue
Origin,
Origin.
at
Absolutely.
all. What is their mission?
So are you saying that this now it makes sense as to why Jeff Bezos, as a fucking billionaire, the top entrepreneur in the world, would leave a successful venture like Amazon and move ahead to his new venture like Blue Origin
Exactly.
to take it to newer heights, right? And of course,
Exactly.
it's an out and out competition. There's no way around it.
Just think about it. Without spending money on marketing, today you know that SpaceX was formed to take civilization into Mars and colonize it because the Earth is deteriorating when it comes to resources, right? We know this. Everybody knows this. Everybody,
Wow.
because Elon talks about it so much, everybody knows it.
Wow.
But we don't know anything about Blue Origin. What's their mission?
So this is the best marketing activity and the gimmick that he's pulled off.
We'll find out.
Yo, but think about it, dude. This is like the best. why the fuck do I'm fucking Jeff. Just put yourself in Jeff Bezos' shoes.
Okay.
Okay, brother.
Okay.
Big shoes, okay?
Okay.
Now think about it, okay? You resign.
Okay.
You resign from Amazon.
How many billions?
You have to billions now. I can't count anymore. You know, you chillin', bro. You just had the most expensive divorce in history, and still you're on top. You understanding me, bro? You missed a big dick.
All
You know?
right.
So
Big
now
dick energy.
Big dick energy. Mr. Big Dick is in town. So now imagine, bro. You've resigned. You've given your company off to somebody who's been in your company since 20 years or whatever. I believe he was handling some sort of service or some other top shot. Yeah, fuck that. Now you've
Proxy,
decided.
I call it
now,
proxy.
Now, no, like a puppet, pal. You know, a puppet proxy, Xerox. Now, what is the first step you would take if you had to just blow up Blue Origin?
Yeah.
In like a month.
Yeah.
The richest guy in the history of planet Earth is now sitting in a fucking spacecraft and going to space. Who the fuck won't know Blue Origin after July 20th?
That's what I'm saying.
Think
That's
about
what
that.
I'm saying. That's what he wants to do. Because I highly doubt that he's like he said it's his dream to go to space since he was 5 and all. And you know one more thing, Rahul, that
Bro, all his dreams have been fulfilled.
I know. Bro.
I don't. Space are just a few, bro. Just a few here and there.
So people are saying that he has so much to lose if he goes. What will happen to Amazon? Future of this, future of that. What if he doesn't come back? What if he dies? What people fail to understand is it's an 11-minute flight.
Exactly. And I think it's 6 minutes in space or something.
It's an 11-minute flight. And then you parachute down, Rahul.
Easy money.
It's an 11-minute flight. The trip is 11 minutes.
People are thinking he's going to go and live in space.
That's what... Bro, until I read about it, even I was like, where is he going? What is he going to do? What is the plan? And then I found out he's going up.
And it's coming down.
And 3 parachutes are going to get him down.
Exactly, that's it.
And he has one window to himself.
That's it.
Yeah.
Imagine that shit.
So...
And what about the guy who fucking bid, right? $26 million?
28.
28, okay, sorry, 2 million. My bad.
So firstly, 28 million in rupees. How much?
$28 million or rupees?
$28 million in rupees is how much?
Fuck it, bro.
100 and something.
Fuck it.
You understand?
I'll tell you when I own
180, 190
I'll tell
crores.
you when it's in my bank account, I'll tell you how much 28 million is worth.
180, 190 crores, you're
That's
going
like
to space for 11 minutes.
So these are like, like what these billionaires do on this side. Like...
One question. Do you think people in the flight will be allowed to take pictures and post pictures?
Of course.
Because I think that would be the marketing, right?
Of course, but I don't... Like, what I feel is it's just going to be Jeff. It's going to be the brother. It's going to be that rich guy.
6 people total.
And 3 like...
Amazon.
Astronaut. Yeah, like
Astronauts.
whatever, you know.
Respected NASA chiefs.
Bro. Yeah, like space cadets.
Space cadets.
Space cadets.
All right.
You know. So that. But of course, if people are going to space, they're only going to go to take pictures. I went to space.
True.
You know.
True. And I think because Jeff is also a smart guy, he's also learned how Elon has successfully captured the minds of young people.
Smart.
And I think he wants to do that now because, as you said,
Makes
he's
sense.
achieved all his dreams now.
Makes sense.
So he wants to...
So now, basically, what I read is that no insurance company wants to insure him for this flight because there's just too much fucking risk.
Too much risk.
Who the fuck, which insurance company would insure somebody who's worth $150 billion to go to space?
Absolutely.
You know, you heard about those stories, right? Cristiano Ronaldo's legs are insured for like whatever, 200 million, 300 million.
Insurance companies will insure anything and everything.
But they won't insure this.
Yeah.
There's no way.
So even NASA basically has government insurance.
Yeah,
basically
tax
taxpayers.
money. Yeah, taxpayers.
And who will insure him, bro? It's too much of a
It's
risk.
just too much money.
When what's the...
So it's crazy. Just think about it. Like insurance companies are shying away from insurance.
Shying away. Also, did you know, like basically until next year, there are another 15 or 16 people who have lined up to go to these space journeys with private companies. And now the government is saying that we need a lot of regulations because space travel has almost zero regulation. So FAA...
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
Makes a lot of sense.
The aviation authority is, you know how strict flying is, right? So basically when an airline takes
There's
you
nothing
from...
more regulated than flying.
When an airline takes you from one place to the other, you are their responsibility. Your luggage is their
Absolutely.
responsibility.
Everything.
Your time is their responsibility. You understand?
Top service.
Top service, and
All
they
the
have to
time.
give it.
Yeah,
There
they
are
have
rules.
to give it, or you fucking pay your fucking.
Otherwise, you're not allowed to fly over Europe if you
Yes.
don't follow the European
yes,
rules.
yes,
Otherwise,
yes,
you're not
yes.
allowed to go to America if
Correct.
you don't follow
Correct,
the
correct.
American rules. So when it comes to going to space, if Rahul pays the money to go to space, all Rahul has to do is sign the same waiver form that he would when he would go for bungee jumping or skydiving.
So it's
you know,
it's that badly regulated right
that
now.
Blue
That if
Origin
anything
is
happens
not
to me,
Blue Origin is
Yeah.
not liable for my
yeah. Fuck that! I signed that waiver
health,
when you
loss of life,
when you
whatever.
get a tattoo, right? You sign the same waiver. That if anything happens to
Infection.
you, the tattoo artist is not to blame.
Yeah.
So these are just basic waivers. But imagine you're putting your life at risk by going to space. So you're saying that is not well regulated yet.
Well regulated,
Zero.
it's not regulated at all.
Yes.
So basically, these FAA guys, I think, were in conversation with Elon Musk for regulation, and Elon Musk got really upset. Basically, what these companies are saying, what Blue Origin and SpaceX are saying, that if you get regulation, and especially heavy regulation that goes into the airline industry, into space travel, space tourism, space exploration,
Yep.
there will be no advancement in technology right now because it's in the absolute early stages.
Very early.
Yeah.
But this is the first time we are hearing of a public figure
Yeah.
that's actually going to space. So I think this is going to open a lot of doors.
Yeah.
Of course, once it becomes like marketable and profitable, that's when the fucking government comes in and tries to legalize and like whatever put their fucking regulations in place and then make money off it.
Absolutely.
You know, so that's what's going to happen. It's just the
Absolutely.
beginning.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that we are witnessing all this
Yeah.
shit. Who would have thought? Who would
Bro,
have thought?
if you remember in our space podcast, we started the podcast by saying that space is going to be the future.
Yeah.
Space travel, space tourism, space exploration, in terms of research and development, in terms of being the next place, being the next market that is going to boom, right? So
big time.
basically, it was the IT sector in the last 15 years.
It was the internet age
The
was from the
internet.
2000s.
Right, so the internet has created so many ventures,
Correct.
right? Finance,
Correct.
banking,
Correct.
sales,
Correct.
marketing,
Correct.
analytics,
Correct.
unlimited,
Correct.
right? There are unlimited industries,
and
in
of
this,
course related to like your tech gadgets.
tech
it's all
gadgets.
linked to it.
So there are so many industries, so many companies, so much employment, so much investment that has gone
big time.
that has gone into the market of IT.
Big time.
Now, as we said in the space podcast, I think the future is going to be space. This is the first steps.
Makes a lot of sense because why are these billionaires spending so much time doing this shit?
Absolutely.
Like, what is going on? Why are they leaving everything that they've already built and like achieved just to go and chase something that's never been done before?
Absolutely. Because the thing is that when you think about space now, what you think about is NASA, you think about astronauts, you think about
The moon landing.
you think about moon landing, you think about like you have to be a scientist to go to space, to do research. You have to have the smartest and the most intelligent mind.
Correct.
Right? But I think these people are trying to change that thought process, to change that rhetoric into saying that space is much more than research.
It's accessible.
It's accessible. And because it's accessible, you can go there and take a fucking selfie.
Correct.
You can go there and celebrate your birthday.
That makes a lot of sense.
You can go there and propose to your wife.
Makes a lot of fucking sense. I'll tell you why, right? Because astronauts are usually trained for months. They go into rigorous training for months. Of course, considering the fact that they are going to spend a lot of time than a normal space tourist.
No, also they are on a mission.
Yeah, space tourist. But out here, you just have to train for 1 day.
Yeah.
And you get to go to space.
But you're going for 11 minutes.
That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You're in the same atmosphere as the astronaut.
Yeah.
Whatever fuck up had to happen.
Yeah.
Are you trained to overcome that fuck up?
No, because it's automated. So you don't have to press any button.
That we'll know. No.
Yeah,
We'll know.
So that's what. So the safety of these missions and the safety of these adventures will eventually change how we think.
Talking about the safety, right? I have a few questions, bro. I want your thoughts on them. Okay. So you are very well aware of the space junk that is floating above us. Dead satellites, dead spaceships, etc., etc. Now, if I am in the Blue Origin, I think it's called the Good Shepherd or something.
This one is called Good Shepherd.
Good Shepherd. I'm in the Good Shepherd and I'm in the orbit. And I was, say, by chance, I crashed into a space junk, like a dead satellite. Who's to blame?
So basically, when SpaceX sent the first American mission after I don't know 20 years. The Dragon, I think it was called, right?
Crazy names.
Yeah, crazy names. To the ISS right now, just few months ago.
Was there some space junk fuck up?
They got saved. Almost they were about.
That's the fuck up, dude. There are like these websites where you can track space junk.
Yeah.
It's crazy. If you actually look at Planet Earth, it's completely covered by space junk. There's like a lot of junk
and apparently
everywhere.
China has a lot to do with it.
Don't doubt it.
Not surprised.
Don't doubt it.
You're not
Don't doubt it.
Are you surprised?
Was it because of bats? Was it because of bats, fam? Huh? Was the bats fucking going up, bro? So that's what I want to know, bro. Is my life insured?
Your life is not insured.
Is my life insured?
Your life is not insured. You're practically.
So I have to write my will and set everything before I go, Devang.
Bruh, it's not for you right now.
Okay. I thought, bro, that now. Anyways, now it's time for us, I think I would like to propose in space.
Right now, it's not for us.
I would like to propose in space.
This is for our future.
Flex, boy.
This is for our future.
Okay,
this guy is almost paying 200.
So you're paying for my ticket, bro.
200 crores he's paying to go
You're
with
paying
Jeff.
for my ticket, bro.
Jeffy. You understand?
मेरा ticket का पैसा तू देने वाला है.
Arey, I'm saying when space travel becomes enough popular that they start sponsoring people and, events.
Sure,
They'll
bro.
only send us. So yeah, bro. This...
Salute. So this is what's going down in the news right now. I'm very excited because if Jeff can go, anyone can go then. If a man like Jeff is putting his life at risk.
But why is he doing that? Because just think
it's
about
marketing,
it.
Deva.
That's what I'm saying. Like the first
There's no way around it. It's plain straight up marketing.
When the vaccine comes out, the first person to take the vaccine is the guy who invented it.
Or the president.
Or the president of the company.
Yes.
Then it's the prime minister of the country who's bought it. Right?
I think first it's the prime minister of the country.
No, I'm saying, for example, if Pfizer has made the vaccine, then the president of Pfizer is like, ours is the best. I support it. We'll take it. Then the countries who buy it, their presidents, prime ministers.
And then all these celebrities fake endorse.
Right? So it's a form of endorsement. Who has more to lose than Jeff Bezos?
Correct.
Who?
Nobody. I think it's the smartest move. It's the smartest move. And I think with this, he's going to eclipse Elon. There's no way around it.
Kya baat kar
Bro, there's no way around it. You can't. This guy's an alpha dog. This guy is an alpha dog, bro. He has too much money. Understand that. All you need...
Elon has like 6 billion less than him.
Doesn't matter. If bro, just think about
6
it.
billion, that's
Okay?
it.
You like Elon Musk because you like his marketing fuck-ups, like what he does.
No,
he comes on SNL.
I'm a fan of Jeff also, yeah.
So you pick one.
But why pick one?
Are you flying in the SpaceX or are you flying in the Blue Origin?
SpaceX.
I'm in Blue Origin.
Blue Origin?
For sure.
They take you on the edge of the earth, 11 minutes and back. SpaceX, what they are saying
at
is...
least they are making moves. I'll be going before you.
What SpaceX is saying is that we are going to take civilian astronauts to outer space, to orbited missions.
See, bro, I don't give a fuck. Okay, I'm trying to understand who's going to space first. Deva, think about that.
So, as I was saying that how there was a Cold War and the space war basically to go reach the moon first, right?
This is Germany and USSR and America.
USSR and America, right? So who's going to reach the moon first? So now it's going to be the private war between who's going to go and capture and dominate space first. And they've been at it since a while. They apparently had a meeting to discuss their plans and what their mission is, and Jeff told Elon that this is what I'm planning to do, and Elon told him that, dude, I've already thought about what you're telling me, and I'm far ahead of that.
There's always been a feud between these two guys.
There's always been a feud. They had Twitter wars where Elon even told him that I don't think he can get his rocket up, like a sexual joke.
Exactly. Oh, my guy. Fucking hell, bro. These are billionaire wars, huh?
Then
even billionaires can be petty.
Yeah,
huh?
and then SpaceX and Blue Origin have also been at odds since the beginning of time. So they've had patent disputes.
Exactly what I was going to get to.
They've had hiring disputes.
And patent disputes for the same rocket technology of coming back. Reusable rockets.
Yep.
Is what the patent dispute still is going on till this day.
And for like personnel hiring and engineers and all of that. Then they had a very big dispute about a launch pad. So basically NASA had a launch pad. SpaceX said that we exclusively want to use this launch pad. And
it's ours.
And they didn't want to give Blue Origin the time and right to experiment out there,
Oh.
which was a big problem. And they'd gotten it or something, and now it's in dispute again. And then
Makes sense, bro.
then the biggest dispute happened when NASA said that in 2024 we want to go to the moon, and that bid was won by SpaceX.
Correct.
And
Because
that
SpaceX is going to engineer everything.
and the Blue Origin got so upset that I think they're still fighting the case.
That's why it makes
Yeah.
sense. Jeff Bezos is only focusing on Blue Origin.
Yeah, because he's saying that this everyone is just talking about SpaceX.
And think about it. Moon landing is something that still till this date people think was fake.
Yeah.
So how do you make it real?
Also, it was the biggest event of that century.
And it's going to be the biggest event of this century again.
Exactly.
Bro, because there are a lot of doubts.
Yeah.
There are a lot of doubts
so
about
when
the
Blue
moon
Origin
landing.
did not get the contract, they were so upset. They sent some 50-page letter. They're still fighting the case. They publicly came out and said that this is not fair. It was not done on a fair basis.
Imagine the money that
Yeah.
Elon Musk must have just made, bro, with that bid, because he has to engineer a whole fucking spacecraft to land on moon and then come back to planet
Exactly.
Earth. So it's crazy.
And
It's
apparently
crazy.
Elon Musk had put a rocket in Washington or something, as just an art piece or something. And Washington, I think, is a place where Jeff is based out of. or
He owns
something.
Washington Post now.
Yeah, so it was like a flex. It was like a weird flex.
Listen, come.
Like a weird flex,
Exactly. I'm in your turf. Do
Yeah.
what you want, boy.
Do what you want, boy.
So, are we going to hear a lot about space travel now in the next few months?
Definitely. I think space travel is the future. How it's going to lead up, what's it got entailed for us, what have we waiting for us in the future is what we are about to see.
Facts, man.
Because I don't
Fair.
think a 6-seater flight with one big window is entertaining enough, but I've realized that people are fucking weird.
Crazy, bro.
They'll do and
People
spend
got that
money
fuck you
on
money, Dave.
anything and everything.
People got that fuck you money.
Yeah.
But think about it. You have many billionaires to fucking fit your Good Shepherd, your SpaceX for years.
Yeah.
There's a wait. People are making money to do
Yeah.
all this shit.
And-
People have absurd amount of money.
Yeah, and I've realized that there are people who will just go there to take a
Somebody
selfie,
bid 28
to
million.
nicely propose, to do all of those things.
And why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? Kharcha
Why
karo.
not? That's why fuck those guys who signing those petitions, bro. Just making moves. But I got a question for you.
Yeah, hit me.
If Jeff Bezos, these moguls like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, are now getting technologically very advanced to travel to different planets, to inhabit different planets, like to put a man on the moon or to put a man on Mars, it takes a lot of fucking scientists to work out these formulas and these theories.
Courage, finance, fucking perseverance.
Exactly. All I'm saying is that planet Earth is anyways getting fucked up, right? So why are you not using your resources or your time, effort with all your scientists to cure planet Earth's problems? First you cure planet Earth's problems and then you fucking think about going to Mars, right?
I'll tell you why.
Or is it because they've already given up on planet Earth and they're like, yo, let's dip?
See, the thing is, we are in a world with 7 billion people, and a lot of them are very intelligent. A lot of them are in powerful places. So people have been trying to solve this problem since a minute, right? So I don't think it's fair to say that it's Elon and Jeff's duty to do that. There are other billionaires, right? Why don't they do it, right? It's just their vision that this is what we see as per our research. This is what we have noticed. This is what we see as the future. So we are going to now take up on this as
Fair
our
enough.
next vision,
So
as
they
our
don't.
next mission.
They're trying to like basically indirectly you're telling me is that they've given up on planet Earth. They're like, yo, move on to planet
Yeah, absolutely.
Mars, and after that we go to another planet,
Yeah.
and after that we go to another planet.
Yeah.
But don't you think, brother? Just think about it. Once human beings find out that there's a possibility of you and me living on planet Mars, we'll take planet Earth for granted. Think about it.
The thing is, I'll tell you why. Because it's totally out of your comfort zone. It's not comfortable in terms of like how habitant it is. right? What is the water, food you're going to eat out there?
No, I'm saying eventually.
Eventually,
Think about it. There are like 200 people living on planet Mars.
I don't think it'll be in our lifetime.
Not in our lifetime. But eventually, bro, as human beings evolve, greed evolves.
Yeah.
You know, you get more fucked up and with time.
Yeah.
So eventually, what I feel is that once the government declares that planet Mars is habitant, you can live there. People are going to take planet Earth for fucking shit.
Eventually, how today you're taking 11, 15 hours to go to America, 15, 16 hours to go to America. That's the time you'll take to go to space.
Exactly.
Eventually.
Exactly.
100%.
So with pros, there are a lot of cons.
Of course. And, sometimes when I think about space travel, when I think about fucking going to Mars,
Bro,
going to the moon.
It's a dream.
Right? And it's literally a dream because it makes you think that, is it possible? Are they tripping? What are they going to go and do there? What is the science behind it?
No.
And then you realize that imagine the Romans thinking about a fucking helicopter or a fucking plane.
Bro.
Could they imagine?
No, I'm saying think about like Columbus thinking of fucking discovering different countries on his own planet.
But
That's another whole ball game.
But he at least, I'm saying, imagine in a Roman civilization or any ancient civilization thinking about our current planes
No chance.
and current helicopters
No
and thinking about that, you can go to
Fuck planes and helicopters. Think about guns.
you can go to Mumbai to
Warfield.
Hong Kong in 6-7 hours.
Hell no.
Wow.
Hell no. Not possible in the era.
Yeah.
Not possible. So as we get advanced in life, as years go by, as the human beings' brains evolve, all these things have to happen.
I think technology.
Otherwise, we failed.
Technology evolves beyond our comprehension, beyond what we can today think was possible.
Correct.
I think when it comes to technology, I swear to God, I think if you imagine it, you can make it happen.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Just think about what all you hear when it comes to like Boston Dynamics, the robots.
It's crazy, bro.
When you hear about AI stories, the future of AI, Black Mirror episodes. So I'm just saying it's both ways. It's absolutely beautiful and convenient and comfort when it comes to technology, and the other side is scary and surveillance.
Agreed. So with every,
Loss
I
of
think
privacy.
that's life, right? With every pro, there's a con. With every con, there's a pro.
True.
So it's the same situation here with space exploration. There are pros and there are cons, but it's the only way. And fuck that, I'm with it. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Like, I hope in my lifetime I can go and fucking see
Space
planet
tourism.
Earth. I want to go and make sure that what this showed me in my geography books and in my science books and all, is the Earth a globe or no? I want to figure that out, brother.
Bro, when we were kids, our dream, I remember, at least for me, I knew for a fact when I was a kid that traveling by Concorde is the biggest flex in the fucking world.
London to New York.
Yeah.
No?
And today's kids will think going to outer space is the biggest flex in the fucking world.
Correct.
Right?
So someone has to fucking, that domino effect has to start somewhere.
Exactly. So when a person, I've met people who've gone by Concorde, and when the thing is, I'm just intrigued and I just want half an hour to just talk about their experience on the Concorde.
Of course.
I don't know why, but maybe I've just grown up with the stories about it, or I've just grown up in the time when it was started and ended.
Just think about it, like something that was way beyond, like what, 1980s, 1970s, 1980s, where a fucking
1990s,
aircraft was taking you quicker than an aircraft is taking you right now.
Yeah.
So it was like what, London to New York in like an hour or something?
No, 3 hours.
3 hours, whatever, 3 hours. And right now it's like 6-8 hours.
6-8 hours.
6-8 hours. Think about it. That way we went backward.
Yeah. So sometimes, you question yourself that is all this possible?
Correct.
Are these guys just like, aiming for the stars unnecessarily? And what you said is also right, that shouldn't we solve the Earth's problems? Even I've thought about that you have so much of resources, but then, I'm like, who the fuck are we to tell anybody else how to spend their resources?
No, it's not about us telling anyone anything, but it's just common sense, right? That you are trying. No, it's a way of how it came across to me is that, okay, if Mars is livable, does that mean that the Earth is not going to be livable in a few years?
Yeah.
That's the vibe I got.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's what Elon has said.
Yeah. So that's the whole situation that's going to come about, right? That why are we going to other planets?
Yeah.
Is that because our planet is not livable, or is our planet coming to an end?
Not coming to an end, but it's the resources are coming to an end.
Yeah.
It's eventually presumed to be inhabitable. So they are saying that let's prepare ourselves.
Exactly what
Right?
I'm saying.
Why the American taxpayers pay so much money to NASA is because the thing is they can track meteors.
Correct.
They can track
Now
the
that makes sense.
They can track the history of meteors.
Yes.
You know, they can say that this rock fell from that meteor at that year.
And this is the estimated time that
Yeah.
it's going to pass planet Earth this
Yeah.
much distance, this date, this time.
I forgot there was a guy who went on Joe Rogan, bro, who explained this so beautifully. You know, sometimes when you think about the Ice Age and all, it sounds so
It was
complicated.
crazy. I love those stories.
Yeah, and then he explains it in simple layman science, simple English about how it happened, what happened. And then you just realize that, okay, it's not mythology, it's a fact. They have proof. Oh.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
We thought that it's a debate.
Yeah, Ice Age has always been a
discussion.
debate. Ice Age is bullshit, bro. Global warming is a fucking
Yeah.
myth. What do you believe?
The thing is-
like Donald Trump says, that global warming is shit.
Because the thing is, they never teach you in a simple language. They never teach you in a way that you just understand.
Like a layman's language.
Like a layman's language. And I think that's the way it's supposed to be taught.
Correct.
I think, you know, finance and technology and science, they should be little simple, simplified a little bit.
A little dumbed down.
But what happens is that the intelligent men who
They can't relate.
write it
then.
down and create it, obviously
They can't relate, brother.
They can't relate, you know. So
There's no way.
they note it down and write it, and they create all these
Bro,
terms
I believe
are
that.
like
I believe
hyper-intelligent.
they've done that because they don't want like dumb people to become scientists. You know?
Fair enough.
Only the
probably.
fucking creme de la creme smart guys
Probably.
who can crack that shit and who are intrigued by that shit. I
Intrigued
was
by-
not intrigued by science.
Not at
Never.
all.
So I didn't fuck with that shit.
Yeah.
But people fuck with that shit.
Yeah.
So they deserve to be where they are.
Exactly.
Right now,
Exactly.
So
But I think to fuck with it, you have to understand it. I was just confused. I was
fair
just
enough.
confused.
Fair enough.
You know,
But I think that subject is only like that, bro. It can't be dumbed down.
they can be. That's what I'm just telling you. That I saw it being dumbed down, and I finally was like, okay, it makes sense.
But that's a very small topic, bro.
Yeah.
When you go into the detailing of it, it
Yeah.
can't always be dumbed down.
Yeah.
Imagine you have to cut open somebody's body and you have to perform a surgery and how can you dumb that shit down? You know? Think about that.
So I'm saying you need an intelligent man to dumb it down also
Okay.
for the regular
Okay,
class. You know, the mass.
So we should all fucking open each other's bodies and perform surgeries at home only, bro. Huh?
The mass. So yeah, bro. Fucking.
So it's crazy. It's crazy. So space travel is the next big thing. Who do you go, bro?
Would I go as a space tourist?
Yeah. As
For
a
an
space
11-minute
cadet.
ride?
I'm calling it a space cadet.
As a space cadet.
Gunner.
For an 11-minute ride, I would definitely go if it was free.
Okay. So are you asking for an endorsement?
I'm saying that I'm not going to pay 200 crores to go to space for
It's
11
200
minutes.
crores? Okay, fair enough. But how much is the actual ticket? Like 200k?
Nobody
right?
knows.
200, 300k?
No, nobody knows.
Hmm.
There's no release price. The first man to go, non-government person to go, was an engineer from America. He paid around 20 million.
Easy money.
And he
bro.
went from Russia. So he's not an astronaut, he was a cosmonaut.
Hmm.
Because Russians
Facts.
call them cosmonauts.
Cosmonauts, yeah.
So he was the first guy, private civilian to go,
Ooh.
private citizen
Went and stayed there and shit, right?
in the
For
ISS.
a few days, yeah.
And going to space for 11 minutes, paying whatever, like even a
No,
million.
bro, I
even-
just call it fuck you money.
Yeah.
I just call it fuck you money. What are you doing over there? What are you doing on Saturday, bro? Nothing, just going to
Go to
space.
space and back.
Motherfucker. What are you doing?
No, I think it's going to be like an event-based trip. You know, it's people coming to life, people having a midlife crisis, people trying to propose. And
Do you
all
think
that.
like Blue Origin would reach out to influencers and shit?
Yeah,
It's possible.
yeah.
It's very much possible.
I think people like Jeff Bezos would do anything it takes.
Bro, the alphas, bro.
I think-
Alpha.
I think they would do anything it takes. People are like, you fucking achieved everything on this planet. You're the richest man in the world. That's a place where most and the majority of people want to be, right? A lot of people say that I don't care about money, but majority of the people say that I want more money, billion dollars, you know, they want that status symbol.
Correct. But then eventually, bro, you have everything
No.
money can buy you, right? So then you have to start thinking shit that no one's ever thought about.
And that's why he's going to space. And when you think about Jeff Bezos and how he's reached to his
Correct.
place also, it's cutthroat, bro. It's cutthroat.
Crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's
He's
crazy.
a crazy guy. He's absolutely relentless. And
Crazy,
talking about
man.
relentless,
It's crazy. You know, one thing
if you
that
go
I,
on,
yeah,
if you
yeah.
just type relentless.com,
Huh.
it takes you to Amazon.com.
Perfect reforwarding.
Yeah,
It
because
makes a lot of sense, bro.
his favorite word was
Relentless.
relentless. 'Cause
Man,
he
that's
believed that
crazy.
to succeed, you have to be relentless.
Yeah, bro.
So right
Because
now,
it
if
makes
you go on
sense.
relentless.com, it takes you on Amazon.com.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
That's wild.
That's crazy. Because it makes sense. Imagine. Indirectly, what is he trying to say with his resignation? I said it before. Like, you don't want to be only known for Amazon. You know? Of course, Amazon's a big thing.
But why? Why don't you want to be only known for Amazon?
Because, bro, these guys are
the biggest
crazy.
company in the world.
Yeah, but this is crazy.
The second biggest
Yeah,
employer
but
in
they-
America.
Bro, but just think about it. They want to
But he's relentless.
He's fucking relentless, bro. You know, I want to be known as the guy, the first billionaire to go to space.
Space.
Richard Branson, you've been doing this shit, bro.
Yeah.
I've resigned and I'm off to space.
Yeah.
You know? That's the flex, bro.
Yeah,
that's the flex, bro. The new era of billionaires. Trust me.
That's the flex. That's the flex.
But now I'm fed up of hearing about this Elon and Jeff all the time, bro. Enough, man. This Mark Zuckerberg, I don't know what the fuck that guy's doing, bro.
Mark
What do you think Mark Zuckerberg's doing?
But I think Mark Zuckerberg, na bro.
He's up to something?
He's the biggest, bro. I think he, na bro. He's a sumri mein,
A
bro.
lizard or what?
Yeah, वो सुमड़ी में सब
कुछ
करता
तो
है,
करते
bro.
रहता है वो कुछ तो कर रहा है ब्रो
Bro, वो इतना बड़ा बॉम्ब फोड़ेगा ना सबके ऊपर.
हाँ
bro.
मेरे को भी वैसे ही लग रहा है कि कुछ बाहर आके बोलेगा कि मैंने तो ऑलरेडी मैं तो गया भी
हाँ.
मेरा पिक्चर देखो
Something is
फेसबुक ऑफिस ऑलरेडी लॉन्च्ड मार्क
for social
फर्स्ट
networking.
हेडक्वार्टर्स ऑलरेडी लॉन्च्ड
Yeah.
यू नो
So Mark Zuckerberg, he's up to no good. I feel. You know, when it
this
comes
guy
to
has always been a little sly huh
Yeah. When it comes to Elon puts out this image that he's for the people. He is absolutely to inform everybody about everything that he's doing. He has nothing to hide. That's his image, right? Whereas Jeff is this, you know, classic old
Yeah.
corporate businessman
Yes.
who did it the hard way, the
Yes.
right way,
Yes.
and killed it.
correct
Right?
talking
And
about
Mark Zuckerberg is the kind of guy who you hear about like stepping over
you
people.
don't hear about
Hyper intelligent
bro,
kid.
you don't hear about the
And
guy.
nowadays you don't hear about.
You don't hear about the guy. That's what's scary, bro. Because he's hearing everything about us.
Oh.
You feel me, brother?
Cheers.
He's
cheers,
quiet, but he knows everything. He's hearing
cheers.
us right now.
All right.
You know, this guy. I'm saying let's deactivate our Facebook accounts, bro. What do you say?
Do it.
I'm saying
All my accounts are linked to Facebook, bro.
That's what I'm saying now. Fuck
I'm
Facebook.
stuck. Sorry, Rahul.
I'm saying
You're
fuck
on your
Facebook, bro. This guy is tracking us. Talking about image.
own. You're on your own.
Talking about image. I think I was not a fan of this move that Elon Musk made of selling his properties and all and going and living in a $50,000 whatever, like a shaft is what he's calling it.
The thing is, na, bro, it's all
I think if he's just doing it for marketing and all, I'm not a fan.
a gimmick.
These are fuck all gimmicks, bro. What do you tell me you're a fucking billionaire and you're going to live in a $50,000 rupee house?
Firstly, you tell me. A person like Elon Musk, when he's coming out and saying that people are telling me that I am what I am because of the kind of assets I have and the kind of money I have. And that's why I've decided to give away everything I have.
But who gives a fuck?
But who gives a fuck?
Who
what
gives a
people think?
fuck?
And one second, Elon, if you gave a fuck what people think, you wouldn't be at the place you are at.
Exactly. You are worth $150 billion or whatever the fucking goes up, down every day.
Yeah.
You deserve to live like a king.
So, one second, Elon, you've been trolled so much that you're giving up
Motherfucker.
everything you have?
Exactly, bro. And to live in a $50,000 rupee house, see, I'm not buying that shit.
Bro,
I
चूतिया
ain't
इधर मत
buying
बना।
that shit. You know?
चूतिया इधर मत बना.
इधर मत बना भाई तू अगर देख पहला what are you trying to say that I have $150 billion in my bank account but I'm trying to live up like a broke person
नहीं, $150 billion अपन खाली धंधे में डालेगा ना.
तो अरे मैं बोल रहा ना कुछ ये क्या है ये थोड़ा संकी है ये थोड़ा ब्रो
सनकी नहीं, थोड़ा नहीं, फुल सनकी है.
ये ब्रो just think about it okay why do you want $150 billion you want to live like a king or no huh you want like 4,000 bottles of wine or no bro just in your cellar.
My simple question now is this. In all your motivational talks, when you're talking in these business summits and whatnot, or you're talking to young guys, you're saying na, that when people hate, it's a good sign. When people think your vision is too out there,
But
too
that's
big, it's a good
that's
sign.
exactly what I'm saying.
And then what do you say? that don't listen to those people. It's good when people think like that.
What a solid point you made, brother.
And now, are you trying to say that just because people... And once again, who are these trolls?
They broke.
Who are these trolls? Exactly.
Firstly, they broke.
Is it the Mukesh Ambanis and the Jeff Bezos who are saying this? That, oh, Elon is killing it because he has big houses and lots of cars and lots of money. No, it's the dumb guys who don't have nothing. Right?
Yo, I'm saying that it's just a little odd to me because I don't think he's doing it. I don't think he's sold any of his properties and he's living in a small house. It just does not make sense. Because like you said, he's going out and giving speeches that don't listen to the haters.
Yeah.
Do you, brother?
Yeah.
But then you're going out and you're like, okay, like people think I'm too fucking rich. I have too many assets. I'm leaving too many carbon footprints. I should probably sell all my assets. And you do the same thing.
Bro, if it was Nirav Modi, na bro, I would say, fuck you. Sell your assets. You don't deserve 1 rupee. You know, suck a dick.
Suck a fat
Go to jail. You don't deserve this money. You don't deserve this house. You don't deserve the clothes you're wearing.
Fuck you.
But when it comes to Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, dude, do what the fuck you want. Hard-earned money.
Bro.
You did it the right way.
You owe nobody an answer.
Yeah, you're an inspiration.
You do what you want to do.
Do what you want to do.
Run for president.
Exactly.
Run for president.
Yeah, from India we'll vote.
Exactly. Exactly.
So फिर
then come a fucking prime minister of India, we'll vote for you. Huh? Fool.
Free ticket to space.
Free ticket.
Yeah.
Free ticket. We'll do your campaigns.
We'll do the campaigns, bro. So
that was a bit odd because it's trending today. It's trending today. He's saying that I've only left my big mansion in, I think, San Diego because we rented out and we host our SpaceX and our Tesla events there. I was like, dude, what's this guy on?
He's on a marketing fucking campaign.
Because this guy, 2 billionaires that are always, 3 billionaires that are always in the news. Levels to this shit, right? It's Jeff, then it's Elon, and then it's Kanye.
Yeah.
These 3 billionaires are always in the news.
Okay. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos. Forget Jeff Bezos. Elon Musk. Talking about this, what we're talking about, his selling his property and all of that, right? Tesla is the most valued company right now. One of the top valued companies in the world.
One of the top, because the most valued company right now is Apple.
My bad. Most valued car company.
Yes, by a margin.
Has it sold more cars than Toyota?
No.
Has it sold more cars than Ford?
No, it's just valuation.
It's just valuation. Right? What is valuation?
Valuation is basically a prediction.
No, is what people think.
Yeah, it's like a prediction.
Right? So, people think that EVs, electronic vehicles, are going to be the future. People think that Tesla is going to be the future.
Correct.
Seeing what Tesla is doing right now, they predict that definitely they'll be successful in the coming future. Right? So, as a publicly traded company, it is very important to keep your public image strong. The corporate culture was yesteryears. It was the pre-social media time. It was a time where the news had to come out. You'd have to put the news out. You'd have to do PR कि हमारा कंपनी ने भाई ऑयल से ये बचाया इधर
पर CSR में कितना पैसा
हाँ CSR किया ये किया चैरिटी किया डोनेशन किया
CSR में पैसा डाला कि नहीं
वही
हाँ मेरा जो इक्विटी दिया है मैं जो पैसा अच्छा तो कर
and today what Elon Musk is doing single-handedly okay is maintaining a perception that he wants out there. So just by maintaining his perception and what his perception of his company is to the public,
correct,
is keeping the valuation of his company skyrocketed.
Correct. So basically he just wants to be trending all the time. So everyone has to talk about SpaceX. Everyone has to talk about Tesla. Keep me in the news, motherfucker.
Every top economist and investor, including Michael Burry, has said that Tesla stock is a bubble right now.
It's a bubble, of course it is.
It's overly priced.
Of course.
Elon Musk.
How is it possible?
Elon Musk tweeted that I think he was scared and he tweeted that our stock is overpriced.
Oh, so people bought more. You know what, bro? Since the past 2-3 days in my office, I've seen all my employees talk about one thing. They're like, dude, so WazirX is popping off, right? WazirX, this crypto trading platform. And I was like, dude, how did you get into crypto? And he's like, Elon. He's telling me, I realized that this guy is just tweeting about Dogecoin and it's to the moon. This to the moon term has become fucking world famous. you know. And then they're telling me that we went harder. We went and bought more Dogecoin and crypto when we realized that he's going to come on SNL.
Yeah.
But what happened is when he came on SNL,
He didn't say
it
anything.
tanked.
Yeah, it tanked.
It tanked, so a lot of people lost a lot of money, you know. But
Because the thing is, pre SNL show, he put out tweets or statements.
indirectly, like, you know,
Indirectly
just
saying
giving the masala.
नहीं कुछ बड़ा होने वाला है show में. But
So
nothing
you-
happened.
yes.
Right? But again, so to this point also, okay, how smart this guy is. Elon Musk says Tesla is going to adopt Bitcoin. Okay,
Which they did, right?
so they bought
$1 billion.
$1 billion.
1 billion, exactly 1 billion.
$1 billion worth of Bitcoin, and they also said that we'll accept Bitcoin to
You can buy a new Tesla via Bitcoin.
yes,
Give me the Bitcoin.
right. Then Bitcoin prices skyrocketed. Then Dogecoin in a paparazzi video, he said that I love the fact that Dogecoin was created as a joke. We're going to send it to the moon.
And then it did go to the moon.
It's on its way to the moon. Okay. Then one day he comes out and says that farming of Bitcoin is against the environment. It consumes a lot of resources, so it is not practical. So now we are not going to accept Bitcoin as a term of payment for Tesla. Now, what I want to understand is farming of Bitcoin. Okay, to everybody who's seen documentaries about Bitcoin have come across documentaries about farming of Bitcoin.
But that's fucking facts, na yaar.
These
Why
are
the- why-
these are videos on YouTube since 2014,
Via
15.
maximum Bitcoining camps in Siberia, Alaska, here, there, where there's fucking snow.
Exactly.
Huh? Why?
Exactly.
And you're telling me before putting $1 billion, you didn't know that shit, dude?
Bro, one second. I am saying this is not common knowledge. I am saying this is now common knowledge to the point that there are documentaries, free documentaries on
Available,
YouTube
brother.
available saying that mining Bitcoin uses a lot of resources, uses a lot
But it
lot
makes a
of
lot of sense
resources.
because it's
So today,
generator based, right?
today, if you and me know this, right?
come
I
you
knew
learn?
this because I'd seen these
Yeah,
documentaries.
makes sense.
It was common knowledge. We all know that you could mine a Bitcoin on a laptop few years ago, and now you can't mine it on one server. Also, you need a fucking server room,
You need a fucking
Server
city,
warehouse.
brother. You need a city now.
right? So you just realize this right now, and last year you
No,
accepted
what I
it.
believe is that I also heard is that Elon made his maximum profit, like percentage of his profit, was by his selling of his $1 billion of his Bitcoin at that highly elevated price.
Obviously,
I believe he earned like, I think $300 to $500 million just by profit.
bro.
And it's more than Tesla made.
Okay. Firstly, the amount of money that they made via Bitcoin is much more than they've made by selling cars for 10 years.
Exactly.
Okay. But let's put that on the side. Let's just put that on the side. He's done it to sell Bitcoin and make profit and all of that. Okay. My point is simple. My point is that if last year or 2019, I think 2020 only said that we are going to accept Bitcoin as a term of payment. Why didn't you did not know this? Like I don't believe that.
No ways, bro.
So this is market manipulation. This is you are moving the market as how you want it to. And he's done that with the Tesla stock. He's done that with
everywhere,
SpaceX
bro.
stock. And now he's doing it with crypto in a heavy way. He's doing it with Dogecoin
heavy way.
and Bitcoin. And I think this is wrong because then the market is speculative. Right?
No, then you think, then you're like, dude, what the fuck is going on? Why is one guy deciding? market?
Yeah, I don't like this one guy deciding anything,
Nah,
bro.
It's like Harshad Mehta.
It should be demand and supply.
Yes.
That's the market model.
Like gold.
Yes.
Like gold. yeah?
Yes. So that's a fair market. But
Is there a fair market?
of course, the whole concept of Bitcoin was that it should be a fair market.
But now
Right.
it's just being too manipulated and people are taking advantage.
But what's happened is that now because of price
But is that the fact that it's not regulated?
the think about it, Rahul, the price of Bitcoin has skyrocketed so much that from what's a cryptocurrency? What's a currency? Currency is a term of exchange, right? Len den, lega to dega, right?
It's no more like barter. It's now,
But now-
currency.
But now Bitcoin has become a term of investment.
Yes.
Not a term of currency.
That's a little, the fuck up with crypto now that you think about it is that eventually you thought that it would replace money. But now it's like thinking about that it's just going to replace your stocks.
Yeah.
You know, that's the difference. Now it's not like me and you can transact.
What is
with
go to the moon?
crypto.
Go to moon is basically hold it.
Yes.
No matter what.
Yes. We will reach the moon.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Ghabrana mat.
Exactly, boss. so that's the scene. Now even crypto is like, it's like a stock trading situation.
Yeah.
I thought
So-
that crypto would be like, it'd be cool, you know, like go and purchase things via crypto.
And so when he said this, that it's using a lot of resources, so we have decided not to use Bitcoin anymore. I thought that was a load of fucking crap. If I knew about how much resources are going into mining of Bitcoin, I assume that everybody knows it.
Yeah, no shit, dude.
If I'm seeing a Vice documentary on YouTube, that means everyone has seen it.
But there was a bigger agenda behind this whole situation. He made like what? He knows he's the most influential person on.
And that's what it is.
I think Elon, hands
That's
down,
what it
is the most influential person on the planet right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who else is there?
If he can smoke a joint on Joe Rogan, a drag,
And the
Not even a
fucking
proper
world goes
drag.
crazy.
and his stock fell down 9%, that means he's highly influential. That
It's
means
crazy
his actions make a difference
to people's lives.
to people's lives, people's money.
And then you realize that this guy doesn't even know anything about crypto, and he just fucking tweets about crypto, and the fucking market goes crazy.
Crazy, bro.
So it's,
And I don't think
that's why that's why I don't fuck with this guy no more. I like Jeff. That's why I'm going on the Blue Origin, bro. I've decided.
But you know that Jeff's capital company is an early investor in Google, Uber.
But because this guy made this, how did Amazon start? Amazon started from his father's garage, where he took $250,000 of loan, and he wanted to make books freely available via the internet, and to understand and know where this guy has gone with that one single company to now having majority of server space of the FBI and the CIA and the government of America is crazy.
It's crazy.
It's fucking crazy.
Amazon is the world's biggest supermarket.
Yeah, for
Think about
sure,
it.
brother. For sure.
Think
There's no
about
way around it.
I'm telling you, diapers and the sale of Colgate and the sale of your essentials,
You think it's
masks.
eventually going to just be Amazon?
Of course.
You think like Kirana stores are dead eventually?
They have killed Kirana stores all across America. What are you talking about? Walmart and Amazon have
But do you think
destroyed
that's adaptable in India?
what are you, bro?
Because India is still a little backward.
India has accepted Amazon, bro. As
No,
you
not
are our
everyone.
own.
Not everyone.
Bro,
Like,
everyone.
No, brother. I'm saying like for instant. See the
Bro, my
One
office,
thing-
my office boy orders from Amazon, and I'm telling you,
but not like your toothpaste and all, na?
yes,
How?
because he sees the discount. He sees it that if he
Oh.
gets a 3-pack from Amazon, it's cheaper than what he gets it next to his house. Bro, these kids are too.
So no instant. So now we are saying that India has now finally surpassed the instant gratification point. Like you don't care. Wait, but you'll get your product.
See, the only place Amazon has not been successful as of today is luxury, right? So they have not been successful in retailing Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Fendi,
They don't give a fuck. I think
Off-White. No.
They'll buy those companies.
Bro,
out.
if you think Jeff Bezos don't give a fuck about an opportunity, you're highly mistaken.
Correct.
This is an opportunity. He's
Like-
going to take it.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know,
you're saying
if
like
Amazon
luxury
Basics came-
services,
If Amazon Basics fucking is so successful, imagine Amazon Luxury.
luxury, that would be fucking crazy, bro. Fuck. Then he's like, what is left for this guy to do?
There's nothing left.
There's nothing
He's
left.
definitely going to venture into this,
You
bro.
know?
So think
Makes
about
sense.
it. He's the biggest supermarket. Everyone in the world has adopted
Yeah.
Amazon. But what goes behind this, right? Now yesterday only we were discussing about this one article about they did a sting operation in UK where they found out that these warehouse workers were told to destroy. Every warehouse worker had a duty to destroy 1.3 lakh products in 1 week
To free up space, brother.
to free up space. And you know what products were destroyed?
What?
Massage guns, fucking Dyson hair.
That's a lot
the
of
hair
money. That's a
curlers,
lot of money. That's a lot of money.
MacBooks,
That's a lot-
iPads.
That's a lot of money.
Dumbbells.
Donate that shit rather. You know?
And you know, one thing of one carton of 20,000, one pallet of 20,000 sealed masks
Oh shit.
destroyed.
Oh shit. Oh,
Why?
shit. But to free up space.
To free up space.
Because there is no space.
Yeah, that
Eventually, see what is what,
Right, that makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. See now, MacBooks was that shit.
What did you say? To
See,
free up space.
Free up space.
So
See,
what is it?
What is
Common
Amazon?
sense.
Yeah, exactly. Common sense. Exactly. But what is Amazon known for? What is Amazon known for? It's for fast delivery.
Fast delivery.
What is Prime? Why are you paying for Prime? 1 day delivery. So it makes sense because
अरे पर मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ कि डोनेट कर दो.
अरे डोनेट कैसे करेगा वो?
पर क्या नाम से? क्या
क्यों
हिसाब
डोनेट
से?
करो?
क्यों हिसाब
मैं क्यों? I don't have the time. It's still gonna be in my warehouse, motherfucker. Till the fucking NGO comes and picks that shit up.
Yeah.
I have my other truck coming to drop the new shit.
Every warehouse worker had to destroy 1.3
That's
lakh
crazy.
products a week. Multiply that. And I'm telling you, there were
But you know what?
AirPods.
I don't blame him, bro.
AirPods.
I don't blame him,
Bro, my AirPods are spoiled. I'm not buying because I'm like, bro, abhi
Bro, I
kharcha
lost my
karne ka
case
time
today
nahi hai.
again. Second case. Second case gone. I'm not buying a third one. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it, bro.
Do you see this?
That shit crazy.
That's
But
what
I'll
I'm
tell you
saying.
what. You gotta do what you gotta do, bro.
So they are doing what they are.
You gotta be cutthroat.
Yeah.
Because if you don't do it, somebody else will come and do it.
Yeah, so they are
and
cutting
take your
throats.
place. Yeah. Like I said, bro, what's next for Amazon?
Yeah.
They've already fucking finished off the one day delivery method. Uske baad kya?
No, you said na in the last podcast.
Exactly. They're working on a fucking AI.
Predictable.
Yeah, it's predictable delivery. I know what Devang has ordered. I know when he's going to order it next. So why don't I send it to him before he orders?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Or in early stages, even put it near his house.
Yeah. But that's happening right now also.
Yeah.
So they are tracking how many coffees you order.
Yeah.
How many fucking wraps you're ordering. So they know that, okay, a wrap, say coffee will last Devang 30 days. Then he's eventually going to want to order again. And I need to make sure that certain coffee is in the closest fulfillment center next to Devang's house. Because there's no way that's going to be, until and unless that coffee is predicted to be in the closest warehouse to you, there's no way that one day delivery will happen.
And I'm telling you, I absolutely believe this is
It's
the
in the
future
works, bro.
because my coffee orders are predictable.
Then,
Like I order for my office, you know.
bro, your next order, your next coffee is already in the next
So every once a month, every twice a month, I do order a coffee in a predictable way from those 2-3 companies only, you know.
So the next order that you're already going to place is already next to the
Yeah.
fulfillment center next to you.
So Jeff Bezos, I think, understood the concept and the power of analytics very well in the early stages. You know, so he understood that everything, if you analyze, you can understand and you can advance
Correct.
much better in a much organized manner,
Makes
in a
sense.
fashion.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
That's why he's taken over the world, bro.
Yeah.
So
Another controversy that came out was a New York Times article about basically the complaints of the warehouse workers. So in the past also people have said that warehouse workers have complained saying that because there's so many deliveries, they had to pee in bottles and shit in plates in
so
the fucking truck.
they wear watches which shocks them.
Yeah. That,
So basically, like if you get an order and you have to pack it quickly, it keeps shocking them. So if you not pressed a button, the frequency of the shock will increase.
yeah.
Keep increasing Yeah. Till you until unless you fulfill the order.
That's crazy.
So
That's crazy. But you know who's enabled this? You and me.
yeah, but I don't, bro. See, the matter of the fact is that you're not being forced to do it. I'm not against it, bro. I'll be very honest with you. I'm not against it. I thought about it. Nobody's forcing you to do that shit. You can quit. You know what I'm saying? But it's a business, brother. It's a fucking business.
but what
You
happens?
have to do it. At the end of the day, there are people who are doing worse. There are people in the fucking coal mines.
True.
There are people in the fucking gutter.
True.
You know, all you have to do is just fucking pack a parcel, fam.
No, true. But you know, when it comes to business also now, bro, what people are saying that we understand everything. We understand capitalism, its pros and its cons, but there are some ethics to it. A person should not be able to pee in his fucking plastic bottle when he's driving a fucking truck to deliver. You understand?
See, bro. It's absolutely sad and it's something that doesn't have to be done. But I'm sure he signed up for it.
The thing is, I don't really have any problem with pressure. I don't have a problem with pressure of work. And as you said, you signed up for it.
You signed up for it, man.
Don't take the job. But I don't think that you should be in a situation that you need to pee in plastic bottles because then it's hardcore. And if 1 or 2 people are doing it, I think it's that 1 or 2 people. But when a lot of people are doing it, then it's the company's problem. That something is wrong, that so many people have to do this.
But like you said, it's me and you who've demanded it.
Bro,
you know?
we are so
it's not
spoiled.
just- it's yes.
We are so
exactly,
spoiled
exactly.
for the 1 day delivery, for the prices to save 10 rupees on a toothpaste that now we are not going to change our habits.
That's exactly what I'm saying. So it's not actually Amazon's fault. Amazon's fault only is that they thought of introducing this. If the world was better off, then you don't fucking introduce 1 day delivery.
No, I'm
Let
telling
them fucking shit in
Yeah,
bathrooms.
bro. And
Pee in bathrooms.
eventually, na, bro, I think people get smart, bro. I think now you are seeing the change, you know. Everyone's talking about sustainability. I think a big part of sustainability is understanding the balance in your purchases, you know, understanding that if you
Bro,
buy certain
tell
things
me
from
one thing. Tell me-
Amazon,
tell
the
me one
certain
thing.
other things that you don't need to buy from Amazon, support some local
What
guy.
is sustainability?
Yeah.
What is sustainability? I think it's still a very, 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 very young thing. That's very young word that still people have to still adapt to it.
You know what?
People still don't know shit about sustainability.
Absolutely.
You're gonna go and buy sustainable clothes, but your house is, you yourself as a human being are leaving like thousands of carbon footprints on planet Earth, but your t-shirt is gonna make sure that your t-shirt is sustainable or your mask is sustainable.
Bro, very well said. Because just think about it. If you drive an SUV, you're not a sustainable person.
No, I'm saying like it's the same thing like minimalism, right?
Yeah.
What is minimalism?
No. But
Minimalism and sustainability is somewhat similar only to me when it comes to people. I think it's again very attention seeking.
fair enough.
Just think about it.
It is.
You don't need to be fucking
Yeah, it
sustainable
is.
because one person is not going to make a difference.
Yeah, it is.
But now there might be a counter effect to this that's saying that okay, one person has to start for everyone to follow.
Yeah. And for a fact, I know this firsthand when it comes to the concept of marketing in food industry with the name organic and in the clothing industry in the name of sustainable. There are a lot
Advantages.
There are a lot of advantages in the sense of selling it and marketing it, but people on the other side, the people who are selling it in this term organic and sustainable take advantage of people like you and me not knowing what organic and sustainable is.
What the fuck is sustainable?
Bro, there is this whole documentary on the scam of organic cotton.
Makes sense.
Everybody sells organic cotton.
I don't understand this Supima, organic. At the end of the day is what you wear, bro.
Bro,
See,
you
one t-shirt is not going to make a difference.
I'm telling you, you have to see it. The thing is, when you say sustainable, I believe you should do a basic research about sustainability. You have to understand what the fabric is. You don't go to a supplier and say, I want sustainable fabrics. You go to a supplier and you say, I exactly want this. That is the approach you need.
No, I think if you're going sustainable, you go either 100
Yeah.
or you fucking don't.
Bro, I'm telling you
Like
what,
the same situation
but
with...
Rahul, I'm telling you what people do now. When people go to Nature's Basket, they say, I want an organic orange. I want a, this, I want a that. Or when they are going to make a t-shirt, they say, I want sustainable fabrics.
Bro, I'm saying...
reusable,
I
this, that.
completely agreed. I'm saying, think about Adidas. Okay, for a matter of fact, the biggest marketing campaign, I think in 2019 or 2020 was that they built a pair of shoes with trash. But when I'm going to a fucking store, all your shoes are not built with trash. So what are you trying to say?
Yeah.
Now you tell me, na, like if your biggest marketing campaign of the year is going to be that I've finally built a pair of shoes using plastic bottles from the ocean, but it's not in the store, what the fuck am I going to do?
And that's my exact point. That at the end, the wholesaler, the supplier sells it in the name of sustainable organic, but you don't know, so you're buying it. And then what you do is you multiply that. And sell it again by saying that sustainable, organic, environmentally friendly.
Exactly.
And you market it, but it doesn't help.
Exactly.
Now with Amazon warehouse workers, majority of them were brown and black who were suffering not only with these problems of instant deliveries and not having time and trying to shit and pee in the trucks they're driving, also not getting promotions. Also, after 3 years, they're told to leave the job because Jeff Bezos thinks that after 3 years, an employee becomes a little lazy.
Laziness kills the business.
Right?
Laziness kills the business. But then again, bro, if you're Jeff Bezos, you have to see. it's easy to always point fingers at the richest man in the world. But to get there, you have to do this shit.
Yeah.
It's a fact, bro.
It's cutthroat.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
And trust me, bro, I still think and I still believe the fact that what he's doing is not completely wrong, because if it was wrong, why are people signing up for that shit?
Yeah.
Boycott, no? Why? I'm sure he's Amazon might be the biggest employer in America. Second biggest. So one day he decides and fucking stops business. There's a fucking recession in the country. तो जो कर रहा है उसको करने दे. If people don't fuck with it, they don't fuck with it.
No, and then, but you know what you said, to your point, it's all hypocritical. The thing is, half knowledge, my grandfather always used to say that half knowledge is the worst.
Exactly.
You know, just because you say sustainable doesn't mean it's sustainable.
Yes.
Just because you say organic doesn't mean it's organic.
Yes.
You have to understand what it is. People really manipulate words.
Exactly.
You know, organic means very different in Europe than it means in America. Why?
I'm sure.
Why? Because of the lobbying, because of the companies, the farmers coming together and saying that, guys, we want to sell it like this. Please call this organic. In Europe, it's very strict. In America, it's not as strict as Europe.
Correct. You have to follow those certain procedures to make sure that
Why is it not one but?
No, bro, it's basically...
Organic should mean one thing, right?
Yes.
If it's a concept of environmental growth of food and agriculture products and whatnot.
Correct.
It should have one meaning.
Correct.
Why does it have one meaning in Europe and one meaning in America? It should be
consistent.
It's for money.
Right? Yeah.
Everything at the end is for this.
That's what I'm saying. So if we've all been conned, bro, that's why I still don't understand the term sustainability. I'm being honest with you. I don't fucking know.
No, sustainability is very simple. It's not
it's
exploiting resources.
But what are you? Why will I buy a sustainable T-shirt or a sustainable bamboo toothbrush when the fucking toothpaste I'm using comes from a fucking plastic tube? Does that make sense?
Yeah. But it's just one step at a time. When you throw the toothbrush, it helps, it recycles and all of that. There is
not in our lifetime.
No, I'm saying there is an advantage to that. But unfortunately, a lot of companies, and I think most of the companies, take undue advantage of that. Like coming back to Amazon, their workers complaining about all of that. They're having so many problems, and majority of them being black and white. And then Amazon being in the forefront of BLM and coming and saying that Black Lives Matter. Everyone was against that. People are saying, how can you say this?
Correct.
When you are causing a lot of injustice in our community.
Correct.
So corporations do everything for profit and they hide it in marketing when it says sustainability. We are doing this charity, we are trying to help this community. No. They want to appease you at that period of time.
See, what is a corporate has to make sure that their fucking books, profit and loss is fucking fine.
Yeah.
That's the agenda of a corporate. They don't give a fuck. So if stop buying from Amazon, then tell everyone to boycott Amazon, where people talk about boycott Amazon, fucking after 2 days it's dead. Those same fuckers are buying shit from Amazon,
Yeah.
You're understanding what I'm saying? So it's basically human beings against human beings in this whole situation.
Yeah.
We're trying to be two-faced.
Everyone talking about sustainability, I don't think they should buy anything from H&M and Zara.
Exactly. Yeah, fuck that, dude. That's even worse.
Yeah. And I don't think Zara and H&M should even talk about sustainability and organic products. I don't think they should.
See, bro, at the end of the day, they don't give a fuck as long as people like me and you are talking about them, whether it's negative or positive. It's free publicity for them.
It's free publicity.
You know, that's why this conversation it's such now that when I'm in public, even trying to have the conversation, I'm like, dude, fuck this shit. I don't care. You know?
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you since the get-go of this conversation, that the meaning of sustainability, organic and all these terms
it's
are
just
very
a sham,
vague.
Bro. It's a sham.
But Rahul, they're very vague.
It's a sham.
There is no
sham.
one meaning.
Yes, exactly.
Right? So when I ask you that, is this shirt sustainable? Your meaning of sustainable can be very different than my meaning.
Exactly.
Right?
It's like saying, okay, are you going to buy 995 gold or 992 or 990?
Forget even that. I'm saying I meant
There's grading, na, bro. But in sustainability, it's like, I
met this farmer. Okay. I met this farmer. I think he was from the north, and he was talking about he was a ginger farmer. So he's talking about that, in our farms, I think in Himalayas and all, he is saying that the ginger size is this big, like fucking big gingers. So I'm like, oh, what? Like these are organic gingers? Because I didn't know any better. I just thought that organic is the best. So he's like, what are you talking about? Organic? Organic is man-made. Ours is wild growth gingers. This is wild growth.
So organic usually people.
Organic is when you do it. Wild growth is what comes.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you leave it to the nature.
Yeah. So he's like, this is wild growth. This is not organic. You know, he's like, these are all terms. These are all, you know, what to sell it.
Exactly.
In your plastic packages, you know, when you sell raspberries, organic raspberries, these are all terms.
100% organic. Bro, I'm saying, you know what? The lesser you talk about this shit, the better. Because what happens is now, at the end of the day, it's not in your hands, brother. Even think about the fucking food that's being put on your table. That shit's just fucking filled with steroids.
No, the thing is,
that shit's filled with pesticides.
The thing is that I think in life you have to find a balance, because sometimes you are in a situation where you can't spend money consistently on more expensive things, and you can't expect small local brands to sell it at a price what Amazon sells.
And the fuck up is that organic and sustainable products are always more expensive. So why the fuck will I buy it?
Exactly. So you find a balance of getting some products at a good price from Amazon and whatnot, and then whenever there's an alternative option of buying locally, like for example, that's what I started doing. You know, like when I saw an option of buying like coffee and these kind of things, you know, which I don't need to buy from Amazon. I can just buy from their website, and it will help them.
Fair enough. You know, like I purchased, I think in the past 2 years or like since Amazon started, I might have like made like 10 purchases. I'm not an Amazon user. I'm not a fan of Amazon because I like instant gratification. I don't want to wait. So even if I have to buy anything, whether it's coffee or no, I'll go to Blue Tokai or I'll go to Starbucks. So I'll go and procure that item. I don't like to wait. So I don't believe only in that. Okay. For me, it's like
I order Amazon
until and unless it's like I would rather go to Swiggy. I would rather go to Zomato.
But you don't use it, bro. So then you're not basically.
I don't use it because I want instant gratification. I go to the store.
But I
like this experience.
Majority of the people, Rahul buy everything from Amazon.
But so be it. That's fine. But there are still a lot of people who like instant gratification. You know, I'll go to the store. I'll get into a taxi. I'll go to a store. I'll go and buy my shit.
Or you'll plan it on the way.
Yeah, bro. I don't like to wait because the fuck up is then you have to keep tracking. And then you wait. Okay, oh shit, it's delayed. Another heartbreak. Oh shit, it's because of the rains. Now they're saying next day. Fuck that shit.
1 second.
Fuck
Amazon
that shit.
doesn't give no excuses.
Fuck that shit.
What Amazon does is on-time deliveries.
Arey, brother, I understand, but it's not on time on my time.
It's on time on your time.
It's on my time. I want it now in 2 hours. Are they going to deliver it? That's my time. Brother, that's the time I want.
Okay, so they have me as a customer who says that deliver to me tomorrow 9 a.m. But now they want you as a customer. So now what they're going to do is drones, predictable deliveries.
Then I will shift.
Yes.
Until then, bro, I'll sit in a taxi. I'll call my Uber. I'll sit in a taxi. I'll go get my coffee, have that coffee. I don't want to wait.
But you do believe that 1 hour delivery is going to happen.
Bro, I've already predicted it. I've already told you that before I wanted it's going to be at my door.
It's going to happen.
Till then, I'm good, brother. Till then, I'm not fucking making because of me, no fucking drivers peeing in their bottles, brother.
Facts.
You know, because of you.
Facts.
Because of your ass.
No,
fucker.
I don't think anyone in India
complains. Because of your ass. People are peeing in bottles.
No one in India complains, bro. This is all America.
Third world, bro, people don't care. That's why I'm saying now. I don't believe these drivers.
No?
Why? Quit, bro. There are people who want your job. Don't complain.
True that.
Don't complain. Be grateful, bro. You're working for a company like Amazon.
True that.
You know, where are those ethics?
True that. No, but sometimes the conditions are not good. You have to speak up now, bro.
I speak up, but then what are you doing? You're going back and doing the same shit now, bro. What is too big to fail?
What happens is when Amazon goes to towns, right? They open these warehouses in small towns where Amazon is literally the only company giving employment to 3,000 people.
Now, why isn't anyone talking about that shit?
So what happens is you can't leave the job and go anywhere else. So the thing is,
but at least there is a job.
You and me have been brought up in Mumbai where we are a little fearless in the sense of fuck it, we'll figure it out.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
In small towns, sometimes you don't have that freedom. You don't have, and you're not coming from a little privilege where you have that freedom of time also. Okay, I have a little money to figure it out. So people come from all different places, and so I give the benefit of the doubt.
Bro, I will always give the benefit of the doubt to a corporate that's fucking at least creating employment.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter if you have to pee in a bottle or you have to shit in your fucking truck.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're making your money, your family is happy, you have to sacrifice things.
True.
Just think about that way. I'm looking at it from that point
No,
of view.
of course.
You know,
They are giving employment.
Yes,
Yeah.
people will always find some or the other problem.
They are giving employment.
Whether you're in a private jet or whether you're in the space, also people will find problems.
The thing is, this conversation came out in the New York Times. This article came out in the New York Times because you don't want one company to have so much power that they are untouchable.
But who gave them the power?
You know, no, whatever it is.
That's also there, no?
No, whatever it is, whoever gave them the power, but you gave them the power to make money. You didn't give them the power to take advantage of people and all. So that's why these people come out and say that they're taking undue advantage and people don't have time to fucking go take a leak and whatnot. You know, so ethics do matter in business, bro.
100%,
You know, so
100%.
we can't say that there are no ethics.
Correct.
Just because
ethics,
just because I'm giving you a
ethics-
job doesn't mean that you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Ethics definitely matter, but then you have the right to quit.
No, not everybody
That's
has
what I'm
the right
saying.
to quit because
Bro, the problem is it's at such an intensity now, bro. It's
bro, you don't have a right to quit because you need money. A lot of people need money.
But that's the scene. But then you're not built for it.
Yeah, but I don't have an option. I need to feed my family.
But then you have to do it.
That's what I'm saying. So ethics matter, na?
But ethics matter. But it's your decision whether you have to take the job or not,
it's
bro.
not for everybody. Because that's what I'm trying to tell
See,
you.
bro, what I feel is now these are the yet smaller problems.
No, of course. See, small, big doesn't matter, bro. What matters is how you see it, right? So, shitting in the car, okay, you can get another job and all of that. But some people are not in a place where they can just be like, you know what, fuck it. I don't want to do this job. This is not for me. You and me can say that from where we are. But a lot of people are not from a position where they can quit a job. They're from a small town where there's no other job available. They can't shift their family. So it's not one thing to say that you can just get up and change your life all of a sudden, you know. So your job has a lot of power and influence on you. It's there, bro. You can't. Nobody can just say that I'll leave.
I completely understand that.
But if it's a dumb problem,
but it's
then I
your
get it.
choice, bro. That's my one thing. It's your choice. You took it.
You took it, but you can't leave it, nah, bro.
Bro, but then why did you take it?
So it's not like any company can take any advantage.
That's my one thing. That's my one thing with these sort of articles. You know, like it's not like it was forced upon you.
No, but you don't
not
understand, bro. It's like it's not forced, but you don't have another option.
Bro, then make an option.
You don't have another option.
You know, then you have to take it.
But take what?
Take this fucking job.
No, but ethics matter. Bro.
Bro, I understand, but then just think
Ethics
about
matter,
it. This
bro.
is how it's built, brother.
No. Ethics
If
matter.
you have to go to the top, you have to do it.
Ethics matter, bro. Then then you're just giving one person so much power now that you're just saying that, you know what, you are giving employment, you're giving business to this town, you're giving so much resources to this town. Now the town is building bridges and whatnot just because of your one factory that you can do anything and everything. Eventually, it snowballs into a bigger problem, bro. It snowballs into a bigger problem where companies like Apple, Amazon and all, like Google, they have control over everything you do, right? You don't want one company to have so much power that they manipulate everything.
But
not only their employees, but even their consumers.
Correct. But that's been going on since ages. Think
So
about it.
that's what this.
Apple has come out and said that we purposely fuck up phones after a few years.
Exactly. So
You know what I'm saying?
so that's unethical.
So until and unless you're a billionaire, you
But
shut
that's
up.
unethical.
But what are we doing about it?
But that's unethical.
Kuch kar rahe hai hum log?
They
About phone are you using?
they lost a case, na, bro.
But where is that
How
case?
much?
They squashed it.
No. They lost a case of what? Billions of dollars they had to pay because of this.
Out of news.
But it still happened. It's
happened,
better than
it
not
happened.
happening.
It happened.
You have to be answerable.
But bro, what I believe is now that these are just ways of keeping the public dumb and having these conversations, because what they've planned is worse. Just think about it.
As in,
You know?
see, I believe that you have to find a balance in things, in everything. You know, you have to find a way to make not everybody happy, but figure out a well-balanced way of managing your organization. You know, it's not, there is no way that you can do something that's gonna feed your
But
family.
tell me one thing now. When drones and all come into fucking play, these same truck drivers and all, what will they complain?
They lose their job.
Now then?
Yeah. But that's not a
You're
comparison.
understanding there's always a problem,
That's
brother.
not a comparison. One is a comparison saying that I am going to office
But
and I'm sitting next to shit.
But at least you're going to office.
Yeah, but you don't need to sit next
You
to
want,
shit,
but
na?
at least that's the same. What I'm trying to understand is, okay, this problem gets solved. Okay, but one day delivery is not possible by Amazon. And then Amazon invents drones and fucking rockets or whatever, spaceships, motherfucking anything that's possible to like tell human beings that, okay, you're not worth it.
No, they'll get another job. They'll get another
But
job.
they still, that's what I'm trying to say, is that they still have that option.
See, one company.
That option of always going out, quitting and getting another job is always there.
No, not everybody has that option. You and me have that option. Not everybody has that option. You look at a class that is a little underprivileged, you'll understand that they don't have they absolutely don't have a choice to quit jobs.
Correct. But how do you
They have two jobs.
No. Correct. But you have to start somewhere.
But you can't
have
just...
to start somewhere.
And in smaller towns where you have only one factory that's running the whole show, you can't quit it, bro. You can't
then
quit
you quit but you reach a level where you can quit it.
No, you can't quit.
No, but you reach a level where you, no, and then you can go to another city.
They are not drivers now,
yes.
bro. They are not the warehouse workers only.
But my main issue with
the
this
problem is always with the poor, bro. The poor are being taken advantage of.
Absolutely. And that's not something that... See, it's not in our hands. It's not in our hands. It's in the hands of these billionaires.
No. It's just that today you just hope that it's just done in an ethical way. You just hope that just because you want your delivery the next day that someone doesn't have to fucking pee in a bottle.
Correct.
Now that we know about these stories.
But are you going to stop ordering from
That's
Amazon?
what I'm saying. That's what I said,
Yes.
that now I'm going to be balanced. Before everything was from Amazon, socks, fucking everything. Now I know that if there is another alternative option, I go out of my way and choose that alternative
But is that...
option.
Are those facts?
Absolute facts.
Are those
Absolute
facts?
facts. Now I order from that Blue Tokai website. I don't... Before I used to order only from Amazon.
Okay, fair enough.
Those gloves, everything I order from that CMA. Before I used to only order from. So wherever I see an option,
Fair enough.
I order. Wherever I don't see an option,
You're a good citizen, brother. You're a good citizen.
that's what I'm trying to say. You have to find a balance. You have to figure it out. You can't just say boycott Amazon.
Arey bro, I don't use Amazon. I don't care only.
Yeah.
मेरे को instant gratification चाहिए. I think you should go out, live the experience, sit in a taxi, motherfucker, go and get your shit.
In fact,
old school.
Yeah, and that would help a lot of small shops.
What are you saying?
Yeah,
what are you
small,
saying? See,
small companies.
Still, the situation with me is that I was never a fan of e-commerce. I never buy shit until and unless I can't go. Okay, say for example, if there's something that's not near to me, then I would buy it online. I've not bought anything, even clothes I don't buy online.
Like online now for me, like utility products, like for example, the things that I don't need to wear, test, feel the fabric or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care to buy online.
Yeah.
Skipping ropes and those kind of things like toothbrush, shaving and all of that. The things that that are standard, electronics like iPhone and all, only online I guess.
Oh, I don't do that shit.
You go to the
I
store.
don't do that shit. I want to see it.
You want to see
I
it,
want to see it.
Yeah.
But I don't trust these sellers.
Yeah. So I get my iPhones online. Since
Never. No electronics online.
Because you get these cashback offers and zero cost EMI, and they have like a million offers.
Fair enough.
They know how to get you, bro. They've done the analytics. They exactly know.
But I just have that little thought that, okay, bro, fuck it. Like God knows. And what if there's some fuck up? Then you have to return it, and then it'll take another fucking 3-4 days to come back.
And bro, Amazon is. I'm not trying to praise Amazon, bro, but I'm telling you, bro. Amazon, you open a product and you press return, they take it back. They take back a open product.
They have to now, bro.
And any other company, they don't.
They have
Pepper
to.
Fry.
It's like ordering from Zomato. You know what you can do now? Like a lot of people take advantage of Zomato. I've taken advantage. You can just fucking claim that the fucking food is stale. They'll give you back your money.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's the same situation. This is like a company that's worth millions and billions. They don't give a fuck.
No.
Their main agenda is customer retention, right?
Their main agenda is customer retention and their main agenda is increasing the number of customers. So
they want you to come back. They don't want you to be disappointed. That's why they'll take your product back, or they'll tell you fucking keep the product. We'll give you more.
Yeah, because they know that.
But just make sure you come back.
Yeah, they know that you already have Swiggy downloaded on your phone.
Yeah, bro. Who gives a fuck?
Who gives a fuck?
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. So wishing Jeff Bezos a safe travel, safe journey, Godspeed.
Good life easy. We out.
Ciao, ciao.